Hello viewers, I am Keerti Bhave. Welcome to this session on physical methods for concentration of ore. This is the first in the series of general metallurgical processes. After going through this video, you will be able to define mineral, ore, gangue and metallurgy. State the principle of concentration and explain the different processes of concentration of metal ores like gravity separation, froth flotation, and magnetic separation. Let us begin with the understanding of the terms involved in metallurgy. The first being minerals, a naturally occurring substance present in Earth's crust which contain metals in the native state or combined state is known as mineral. Then it is the ore, a mineral from which metal is extracted economically is known as ore. Gangue, ores obtained from Earth's crust are always associated with some impurities like sand, clay, rocky substances, or some other compounds. These unwanted substances are called gangue. And metallurgy. Metallurgy is a process of extraction of metals from their ores economically and profitably. We begin with the concentration of ore. The process of increasing the percentage of the ore proper by removing as much possible gangue from the processed ore is called as concentration of the ore. In the metallurgy of every metal, the first step is crushing the ore, followed by the concentration of the ore. The selection of the process for concentration of the ore depends upon the nature of the ore and the gangue. The first process being gravity separation. Gravity separation works on the principle of difference in specific gravities of the ore proper and the gangue. The ore particles are heavier as compared to the gangue particles. Gravity separation is a process which is used for the concentration of oxide ores, carbonate ores, hydroxide ores. Let us understand the process of gravity separation. In this process, the finely powdered ore is placed on the sloping platform and washed with the running stream of water. The lighter gangue particles are carried away by the current of water, while the heavier ore particles sink in the depressions. Oxide ores like hematite, tinstone, etc. are concentrated by gravity separation. Another process of concentration is froth flotation. Froth flotation works on the principle of preferential wetting. The sulfide ore is wetted by oil, that is, it is oleophilic, and gangue particles are wetted by water, that is, it is hydrophilic. Froth flotation is a process which is used for concentration of sulfide ores only. Let us understand the process. The finely ground ore is made into a slime with water and little oil. The sulfide particles get wetted by oil, and the gangue particles are wetted by water. The slime is put into a large tank with pine oil. Certain substances are added to create froth. Water is vigorously agitated with compressed air to produce a froth. The froth rises to the surface and brings up ore particles, while gangue particles are left in water. Froth, which contains the sulfide ore, is allowed to overflow to the collecting tank. The concentrated ore is then dewatered and distilled to recover the oil. Let us compare the two processes, the gravity separation and froth flotation. Gravity separation is based on the principle of difference in densities of ore particles and gangue, while froth flotation is based on the principle of difference in wetting properties of sulfide ores and gangue. The sulfide is wetted by oil and the gangue is wetted by water. Gravity separation technique is used for ores other than the sulfide ores, while froth flotation is a technique used for sulfide ores. Gravity separation is used for ores like zincite, bauxite, etc., while froth flotation is used for sulfide ores like galena, pentlandite, etc. Another method of concentration of ore is magnetic separation. Magnetic separation is based on the principle of difference in magnetic behavior of the ore and the gangue. When either ore proper or the gangue is magnetic and the other is non-magnetic, then electromagnetic separation is used. Magnetic gangue, that is wolfram, is removed from non-magnetic ore pinstone by the process of magnetic separation. Let us understand the process of magnetic separation. The powdered ore is made to fall through a hopper over a non-magnetic belt made of leather or rubber, which is moving over strong cylindrical electromagnet. The magnetic substance falls from the belt in a heap near the magnet due to attraction, while the non-magnetic substance falls in a separate heap away from the magnet. Let us compare the two processes, gravity separation and magnetic separation. Gravity separation is based on the principle of difference in densities of ore particles and gangue particles and is used for ores like zincite and bauxite, which are essentially oxides, while magnetic separation is a process based on the principle of difference in magnetic properties of ore particles and gangue, like magnetite and chromite. Let us revise the key concepts. Concentration of ore is to maximize the proportion of the ore proper in the mixture of ore proper and gangue. Technique of concentration depends upon the nature of the ore. When the ore is an oxide or carbonate of the metal, then the concentration technique is gravity separation. But when the ore is sulfide of the metal, then the concentration technique is froth flotation. When either ore proper or the gangue is magnetic and the other is non-magnetic, then electromagnetic separation is used. I hope you have understood the different processes for the concentration of ore and the importance of concentration of the ore in the metallurgical processes. Wish you happy learning. Thank you.